I had problems with graphic cards. I don't know if I was doing something wrong, but I use my MacBook Pro hard. What's up, guys? Listen, if you are in the market looking for a MacBook and you don't know if you should be getting a newer MacBook or the older one is just as good, I will be helping you in this video to make your decision process easier. So if it's your first time on my channel, my name is Martin Dust. Yeah, DJ Martin Dust, okay? So make sure you hit the subscribe button so you get notified when I upload new content. Big up to all the subscribers, subscribe already. Okay, so let's dive down into it, okay? So you're looking into purchasing a MacBook Pro. Whether you're coming from Windows or it's just your first time going to purchase a Mac, listen, I got you. I remember when I was coming from Windows and I had no clue what I needed to look for in purchasing a new MacBook. I would go into forums and I would read, but a lot of the times you get misled because a lot of the forums sometimes they're speaking on, for video editing or something totally different. Now, I was just getting a computer for audio, for just listening to music and DJing. So most of the specs that someone in video editing would need to have, I don't need to have that. So let's go over some of the advantages of having an older MacBook. Advantages such as hard drive space, advantages such as port options. So let's compare the two computers and see which one is right for you. So we have the older Macs, we have the newer Macs, all right? So on the older ones, you have USB type A. You have some of the times a HDMI port for videoing, okay? And then also you will have a Thunderbolt port somewhere on there and card reader and a headphone jack out. Right there you have a lot of connections you're able to use on your older MacBook Pro. If you go into the newer MacBook Pros, you only have type C, USB-C, and the headphone jack out to plug your headphone in and so on. Now you can buy a dongle and plug it in and use it, okay? That, some people like it, some people don't. For me, personally, I don't have a problem with buying a dongle and using it, okay? So that's one of the main things you're gonna miss out on when you purchase a newer MacBook. In a 2013 Mac or somewhere around there, 2011, you can take the CD-RAM out of the Mac and put a secondary hard drive in there, okay? So the older Macs, fully upgradable. So you could have two hard drives, one where you store like additional songs that you just want to, carry over, or you just want to store photos on one hard drive, and then you have your hard drive for your music. And you could have a third storage base by using that card reader on the ports of the older Mac. Newer Mac, you can't upgrade it, okay? That's it. If you buy the Mac right off the bat, 500 gigs of hard drive, that's what you're stuck with. If you buy it with 8 gigs of RAM, that's what you're stuck with. So please bear that in mind, that when you're getting a newer Mac, you can't upgrade memory, hard drive, none of that good stuff. When I'm DJing, I have to say, I use the newer Mac now, but the older Mac felt a little bit better to me when DJing with the buttons. It felt a little bit more sturdy. Sometimes you're using the newer Macs and it feels a little bit delicate. It feels a little bit light. It feels like you're gonna hit it off the stand, and that's just me, okay? But for the older Macs, a little bit more sturdy. The keyboard, it's just right for DJing. Now, where speed is concerned, that has to do with specs. That has to do with the speed of your processor and stuff like that. But if you're doing music, you don't need more than probably like a 2.3 or even a 2.0, because that has to do with how many softwares you're gonna open at the same time. If you're producing yeah, you probably need something 2.8, 3.0 gigahertz or so. Okay, so the older Macs just as good as the newer Mac, right? Me personally, I used to have a lot of problems with graphic cards going out on the older Macs. I purchased a newer Mac for reliability. Knowing that I'm DJing, anything could go wrong. I had that warranty from Apple. If it falls within that 3-year period, I'm able to get a discount on fixing it. My main thing was the reliability when it comes on to a newer MacBook Pro. It wasn't anything that had to do with space or speed or anything like that. Because if you're DJing, you don't really need that much. If you're doing video editing and stuff like that, definitely I would suggest, you know, might as well you just go for a newer MacBook Pro. Now, what about price point? You can get an older MacBook Pro, probably 2 of these for the price of this, right? Or you probably can get 3 of this for the price of a new one. If you are going for an older one and you're a DJ, I recommend having 2, because remember, you're not going to have that warranty if something goes wrong. So I recommend having 2 older versions if you can. With that being said, it was a pleasure sharing my knowledge with you, helping you out trying to get a new computer. Okay, if this video was useful for you, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. You don't know, you know. Martin does say, no, me there, you know, me I cut out of the building. So you don't know, like, share and subscribe and big up yourself. Martin does, you don't know, I'm out.